You know how in Islam they speak about farishte, or in Christianity they speak about angels? What is the Sanatani equivalent of?
The one that is above is Gandharvas. We call them Gandharvas. Gandharvas are like angels, what the Western world calls angels, and they are living subtle bodies that have primary responsibility to create heaven on earth. So they support you for all celebration, creativity. All songs, lyrics, everything is downloaded from the Gandharva Loka. All tunes that come, they come from the Gandharva. If you're an artist, one Gandharva will adopt you and will constantly give you. That's why we get a particular flair or a particular style of writing or a particular style of painting in a person. It's not that he can't do it any other way, but the Gandharva makes him do it that way, becomes his signature style. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whether it is in music or in art, any other form. So Gandharvas are there to make life on earth heavenly, and they support you in celebration, etc., etc. But above that is Yaksha Lok or Kinaras, we say Yakshas, and the realms of your ancestors and masters, realms of your ancestors, masters, and archangels, what the Western world calls archangels. I'm not aware of the Islamic words for these. Okay, the archangels and masters. So these are like heading huge groups of Gandharvas. They guide and they, delegate work on earth.
They're the leaders of the
They're the
Gandharvas.
leaders of the lower realm.
Like
And
Archangel Christopher, Archangel
yes,
Michael.
Michael, Metatron, all of these. So they're leading and sending the lower this to help humanity again.
What do we call it in Hinduism?
Yakshas, Kinaras, and the Guru Tattva comes from here.
And they're all positive?
Most of them are. There's a parallel negative realm I'll talk about
Sure.
right now. Let me finish this
Yes.
first. Yeah. So the yakshas it's an important strata because all our knowledge, wisdom channels through this. So if you are interested in Bhagavad Gita, for instance, and you have a sincere quest to study, a yaksha or a master, or this is a master's realm. All the ascended masters are living here. Through them, the knowledge, wisdom, past experiences, everything is available here on earth. So they channel. And through the Gandharvas and through direct channels sometimes, but what we say, download. You go in meditation and you download and you hear dialogues or you write down something, messages. All of this happens from this realm. Above this is Devas, what we call gods and goddesses, the highest of the realm, beyond which is pure consciousness. All right. So in the Devas, you have all the Devas, gods and goddesses that you can talk about from any cultures of the world. They come in this strata. This is the highest strata, closest to the pure consciousness, Paramatma. Now, on the lower side, human, above the human, there's Gandharvas, Yakshas, and Devas. Below the Asuras are there immediately. And they go parallel. That means the power of the Gandharvas and the power of the Asuras is the same. There are Asuras. So, Asuras are like what they call devils in the English Western. They call devils. They're bad spirits that create, just the way Gandharvas help people to create positivity and positive creations, the devils help people to create chaos and
War.
confusion and war. Okay, so how does one decide whether you've been guided by a devil or by a Gandharva? The mind is the barometer. If you're in a positive mind, an uplifted mind, and you're a sadhak, you're in mantra japa, and you're conscious and aware of your actions and thoughts and everything, you automatically connect to the higher level. If you're angry anytime, even a good person can be angry anytime. If you're angry anytime and you allow yourself to breathe, to kind of marinate in that anger, or you immediately will get four friends that join together and start talking ill about that person, about the issue, and you're supported by a lot of people that will take you further in another step of that anger, etc. So this support system that you get for causing negative chaos here on earth is given by the Asuras. They embody, just like Gandharvas embody. Gandharva connects to you when you want to do good work. Even if for a simple thing like you want to party or you want to create a celebration in home, you get ideas from the Gandharvas. Even for simple celebrations, for ceremonies, You have marriage ceremony, birthday ceremony, Satyanarayan Puja and all that. Gandharvas help you to create heaven on earth. Similarly, the Asuras help you to create hell on earth.
There's a social media platform called Reddit. And Reddit contains forums related to topics that are popular in culture. And there's an infinite number of forums on Reddit. There's a lot that talk about culture positively, and there's a lot that talk about it negatively. So there'll be one for Bollywood, there'll be one for social media, there'll be one for the world of cricket. And often the commonality in some of these negative forums is they approach almost every single topic negatively.
Yeah, that's the fad. That's the work. That's the dharma.
So on some level, the realm of the Asuras is affecting all these people.
Of course, they're supported. It's important for me to give an example here, if you permit me.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a Filipino once to come to learn with me. I do one-on-one learnings in the Hermitage. I used to do more that before. Now I have group online sessions happening, and I do personal coachings now. I take up coachings for good people who want to progress. So I had this Philippine boy who came to study with me, and he was into substance abuse and alcoholism. And he says, Ma, I don't even... And so he had a realization. He had a godly realization because of which he just gave up everything. And he went on a personal journey of becoming a monk. So a very dramatical story he had. But something that stayed with me in my mind, what he narrated to me, he said that every time I would take something, if he's, consuming something, he says that I would see many dark forces behind me, and they would as if put me with so much of power. He said, I used to feel powerful. I used to feel the power of the whole world is with me, and they would walk with me, he says. And he says, the moment I would come out of this thing, and I would feel so powerless. I felt as if I couldn't even stand and walk and things like that. And when I was narrating to him this, with the choice, with the mind, and with our awareness, we can connect to either the higher or the lower. It depends on us. So vis-a-vis that, he was giving me this example. So the Asuras are parallel, as powerful as the Gandharvas. And then you have just like the Yakshas, you have Bhutas. Bhutas are Gana. They are like, just like the archangels, they are more powerful, and they have Gan with them. They have many Asuras with them. They have many people with them. And so they affect people who are in negative thought for a long time. Somebody who is in a negative thought pattern for a long time, some form of depression they support negative thought, negative action on earth. In their family, in their relationship, they almost like become devilish. The people almost like become very devilish. So they are a source of power to all negative activities. And then the last of them, at par with the gods, is Pishach, what the Western world calls vampires. The Pishach Shakti is a very, very huge Shakti. It's a huge Shakti. It's at par with gods. That means it's like a portal of energy. Again, negative energy. The universe is equally divided between white and black. It has to be. The game has to go on. So the Pishach Shakti, it's kind of almost like parasitic on someone. If it makes a person victim, and to death, it will not leave. It resides and it sucks out prana. The three realms, it is said that the three realms do not have an independent source of prana in the universe. They thrive and survive on the prana of living beings. So they are all the time searching for someone to pile on as source of energy.
Speaking about the positive, highest world, you said that's the Devlok.
The Devas, yes.
It would contain elements of Hanumanji.
All of our Devas.
So the Pishach realm is as powerful as the Dev realm. So these are negative gods.
Yes.
Where would you place Satan in this?
Kahin bhi dal do.
In our culture, who is an example of a Pishach?
A lot of them are there. Asuras have been mentioned in Purana also. We've had so many Asuras that have been spoken of, Mahishasur, and I view those names quite differently, though. I find them all symbolic of some wrong trait in us. For instance, you have a Jambasur. Jambasur is like when you yawn, then they say the Jambasur enters into your mouth and it makes your body very lazy. So the Jambhai word is basically yawning. Many of these Asura names are Krodhasur, they have all names associated with negative vrittis in human beings. So, however, I do believe that these two forces are coexisting. They're coexisting, the negative and the positive, and one must, as a human being, always make a conscious choice to be in the higher realms, in the above realms. And how can one do it? Because you get angry, everybody gets angry or irritated or depressed or frustrated. This is invitation for the Asura kingdom and the lower kingdom. So the moment you catch yourself going in any variation of moods, immediately start doing japa. Whatever japa you're doing, even if you for the heck of it you say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, even if you don't mean it, it will still connect you to the realm above and not allow you to fall down. In olden times, people would say if you see something happening on the road and something that one shouldn't see, maybe some accident or anything, Ram, 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 just say that and move away. People would advise, the elders would advise the children, just say Ram, 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 Ram and move away. So you don't want even a visual taking us down there. It's like that. So name of God and chanting Nam Smaran inside in itself is a powerful tool that will take you in connection with the higher realms.
This is why a lot of people talk about high frequency conversation versus low frequency conversation.
Absolutely, yes. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And low frequency need not always be cheap or dirty. It could be even something as simple as fear. Fear is a very innocent thing. Can grip anybody, but it's bad.
Gossip.
Yeah.
Gossip.
Yeah, gossip, fear, gossip, and unnecessary defaming someone, shamming someone's name, or just talking for talking's sake about someone is absolutely a low frequency talk.
Hey, if you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out all the other clips we've uploaded on this channel. You'll find a clip related to almost every single topic as long as you're willing to search for it.